Since the iPhone 7 is already out, let's begin with the iPhone 8 rumors. New renders of the Google Pixel XL paint a prettier picture than expected. And those of you waiting for Android Wear 2, you are going to keep waiting. I'm Jaime Rivera, and it's hard for me to acknowledge the fact that I just learned that today is still Thursday. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with a very interesting Indiegogo campaign. For those of you that are disappointed with the lack of a headphone jack on your iPhone 7 and not wanting to use the dongle and you still want the headphone jack, there is this case right now that's currently in campaign. It'll cost $60 and the whole idea is to add the headphone jack to your phone. The other question is, do you think that case will, hold water and survive, mainly because, well, it's much bulkier than using an adapter? Leave us a comment down below. Speaking of the iPhone 7, for those of you that are struggling to get certain Android Wear watches connected, that's because there are problems between them. Google is actively working on this according to Google support groups. We're not exactly sure how long it'll take, but you can learn which watches are having trouble connecting to the iPhone 7 in the links in the description. And that's actually not the only thing that's going bad for Android Wear. Those of you waiting for version 2, the one we loved at Google I/O, there are delays. We're not exactly sure how long those delays would last. It makes sense if Google wants to hold off for new hardware to run it. Thing is, we're not sure when that hardware is going to happen, and Google hasn't really said that. According to support groups, though, if you have the developer preview, you will be able to load standalone applications wherever available. Now let's talk about the Google Pixel XL, because we now have rendered videos that show us that the phone is actually not as ugly as we thought. Now the video is rather interesting for two things. Number one, because it shows us stereo speakers at the bottom. That would be great. We wonder how that's going to work, but we assume that HTC is going to play with it, given the design that we currently have with the HTC 10. And number two is the fact that according to the dimensions of the leaks, this device is not going to be as large as the Nexus 6P. Those are great news. Stay tuned as we learn more. And finally, the very hot news today have to do with the iPhone 8, because the iPhone 7 is already old news, right? We've got some very interesting rumors coming from trusted analysts that claim a couple of things. Number one, the glass-on-glass design is apparently coming, but instead of aluminum, it seems that we're going back to stainless steel, just like in the case of the iPhone 4 and iPhone 4S. Now, according to the source, because stainless steel is more expensive than aluminum, apparently this will only be available for the higher tier models. And apparently Apple wants to take that glass to the next level, meaning the home button will be integrated to the glass, and apparently even the front-facing camera will somehow be blended into the glass. We cannot wait to see how that's going to work, but it leads me to the question of the day. Do you believe that these rumors are possible? Embedding the fingerprint scanner on the screen in addition to somehow embedding the camera? If they happen, that would be awesome, but leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, you know the way it goes. If you want to get the news earlier before the video is filmed, follow us on Pocketnow.com and hit that subscribe button down below for more videos like this one. You can also catch our videos on vessel.com/Pocketnow, and follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you tomorrow.